Is this Jerry that I'm speaking to right now?
Your God, forgave existence here. My Lord, what the hell is this now? Hey, kid, sound George here to hear powers.
I haven't really watched any of your shows, but by the way your fans talk about you, you seem like such a great actor.
You're listening now? Hey, prosper yourself. Look out, oh, this is not good.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. It's me, Cody here. Today I'm going to be attempting to get in contact with the spirit of Jerry Springer. All throughout the week, I've been seeing his name pop up throughout the comment section of my recent videos. Now, before I start filming my sessions where I attempt to get in contact with Jerry Springer's spirit, I do want to say that I think it's going to be relatively easy. Reason being is because, as I've always said on the channel, it's easier to contact spirits shortly after their deaths here on Earth. This is because they are still very much connected to the people they love here on Earth and their earthly lives. Sometimes people that pass in very traumatic ways, or people that hold on to their earthly lives beyond death, stick around for a period of time in our realm. Our realm is much more of a gray zone for them, meaning they can't really do anything unless they progress forward into the light. Now, there's no need to be afraid. Every spirit will make it to the light eventually. There's only one way to go, and that's up, as spirits have said many times in the past. If they can't make it there, then there are people like family members who've passed on, spirit guides and angels that are said to be there on the other side to help guide them up to the light. Also, us as spirit box practitioners can do the same thing to varying degrees. If you'd like to learn more about stuff pertaining to the more spiritual side of the afterlife and what goes on there, be sure to follow me on Facebook, where I teach all of this and more about the afterlife. If Jerry is still in this gray zone, it'll be very easy for us to contact him. This is because spirits have a hard time doing things on a very physical level that me and you can see, but they have a much easier time manipulating things like radio waves and sound waves, because they themselves are energy, just as the sound waves and radio waves that we use in the processes of spirit communication are. I hope that this explanation was insightful to some of you. I know that many will skip past this part of the video, and that's completely fine. I want to be able to provide you guys with this info because gaining insight to this through my experiences of spirit communication, meditation, and astral travel have all taught me this to be true, and it has greatly helped ease my anxiety when it comes to dying and the afterlife. So I hope that it can do the same for you. I'm excited to see what these next few days have in store for us. As always though, just before the session starts, I do need to state a quick disclaimer. If you're new here, then welcome. My name is Cody, and here on this channel I conduct spirit box sessions using ITC devices. I can never be 100% sure who or what is coming through and speaking through this device at any given time. This is why I encourage you as the viewer to use your own critical thinking and to come to your own conclusion on whether you believe that this was the spirit of the individual mentioned in the title of this video. When talking and calling out to the spirits, I will call out using their real names in hopes that that is who we are speaking to, but again, I can never guarantee that who you hear in this video is the spirit of the individual mentioned in the title of this video. Spirit communication is still in its early stages and is extremely experimental. This is why I urge you to watch this video with an open mind and let me know in the comments section if you believe that this was the spirit we hope to get in contact with, based off the replies that they give us and the messages that they leave. Now, with all that being said, let's get straight into today's video. Jerry, this is the second night that I've been attempting to get in contact with your spirit. I don't know if you were busy or if we were just having difficulty connecting the other night. I did feel a slight connection there, but we lost it pretty quickly. Jerry, if you're here with us, can you please come through and use this device to speak? I know it sounds weird, but I feel like I just heard something about a king, or maybe somebody with the name King. I also had an intuitive message come in there too. Felt like it was referring to a king of some sort. That's very interesting. We're looking to get in contact with the spirit of Jerry Springer tonight. If anybody can help us get in contact with his spirit. Hi, welcome to the session. Is this Jerry that I'm speaking to right now?
Who else? Your guide.
My guide?
Georgie.
George? That's right, my spirit guide George is here in the room with us. And actually, what's interesting is that George hasn't notified me that Jerry is here with us tonight. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the K2 EMF meter and consult George live for you guys. So how the K2 meter works is that it picks up on changes in the electromagnetic field. And since the spirits are pure energy, they can manipulate the lights on this device by touching it. Sometimes you can get false readings from things like your microwave or radio or phones, etc. But usually these false positives will only appear in the green to sometimes yellow zones of the device. George has used this device many times before, and so I'd like to ask my spirit guide George, if you're here with us, can you please come through and use this K2 meter? Please make it flash rapidly all the way up to red if the spirit of Jerry Springer is here with us tonight. And if he's not here with us, then just don't use the device at all to signal no. I'll keep both my hands on the table while we wait for George to signal us either yes or no. I'll give him about maybe 2 minutes. George, as always, you have the permission to use my energy to come through and use this device. You can use as much as you need. I trust you, and you're an amazing spirit for always helping me. Thank you so much, George. That was a great example of how to use this device. That's exactly how a spirit should come through and use the device. As you can see, we don't get a lot of false positives, even in the yellow to green ranges most of the time. But George just came through and successfully showed how this device is supposed to be manipulated by spirits. George made it spike all the way up to red, and that is also exciting because that means that the spirit of Jerry Springer is confirmed to be here by George. So I'll get right back into where we left off, and I'll continue asking my questions. Jerry, I'd like to thank you so much for being here with us tonight. It felt like we may have had a little bit of a connection last night, but we lost it pretty quickly. Did you try to talk to me using this device last night?
I wasn't even sure. It's like I'm in the twilight zone.
Wow, there's a twilight zone?
If it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't have made it out of there. Thanks, Mom.
Wow, so somewhere in all those replies I heard something about you being with your mother on the other side. Did she help to guide you up to the light, Jerry?
Yeah, she might say, second time, you know, one in each life.
Wow. I'm so glad to hear that you're with your mother on the other side, Jerry. It sounds like you got the hang of this device pretty well, but I want to allow you to come through and practice a little bit before we get to some of the more deeper questions. So the first question I'd like to ask you is, can you tell us what your favorite episode of the Jerry Springer Show was? Don't worry, Jerry. Take all the time you need. You're not being rushed at all.
You didn't give me a script. Story of my life. I'm just joking. But right now, I choose. I am a man of really. It talks about really important issues. But easy going away.
Wow, those are some great replies, Jerry. I haven't really watched any of your shows, but by the way your fans talk about you, you seem like such a great actor.
You're missing out.
Jerry, I know you had a long range of areas that you worked in, from politics to news and to shows like The Jerry Springer Show. How did you feel about the controversy surrounding your shows?
The controversy. It was necessary. Without it, the show would have been what it was.
Wow, I see. Did you want to say anything about your show that your fans may not have known?
It was a way to stir up discussion about taboo topics.
Wow, that's very interesting.
I'm a politician. I like open discussion, but I'm also a human. I like humor and comedy. I just brought the two together.
Wow, these are such amazing replies, Jerry. You're doing such a great job, and I'm very proud of you. It takes a lot of energy to use this device. You mentioned something about politics. I know you are a politician, so I was wondering if you have any messages for the political world and your fan base there.
Hey, prosper yourself. Look out. This is not good.
Interesting. I know that at one point in your career you ran or were a part of an anti-war campaign, I believe. I could be wrong, but you seem to stand for peace and love. What are your opinions on what's going on with Russia and Ukraine right now?
We gotta do more. But then, it's a tough conflict.
I see. Spirits have come through talking about possible nuclear war before.
The key.
The key? What key?
Or
What is Putin doing? Is Putin trying to start World War III? Come look. What do you want to show me? They've been saying these things before threats even began. Are there any spirits that wish to come through and speak with us tonight? Do you have any insights from the other side on how this war may play out in the long run?
Look, I can give you a guess, but that's all it is. I'm so an idiot.
Oh, well, that's not true, Jerry.
Hey, kid, tell George here to give you house.
George, he's an amazing spirit, I know. I don't know what I'd do without him if he wasn't here to help me contact you guys.
He's just here. I thought, who the hell is this now?
George does do that sometimes. He just appears. He does that in the room too. I can feel his presence enter the room sometimes. Well, I'm so glad that you decided to come on the session tonight, Jerry, and I appreciate your efforts the other night too. It means the world to both me and your fans.
I'm glad I came. You guys really lifted my spirit.
Well, it's our pleasure, Jerry. I know you've been here for quite a while now, and I know you must have other things to do and places to go, so I don't want to keep you here any longer than it'll do you good. So I'd like to ask if there's any messages you'd like to give before we start to close off the session tonight.
This is some scary stuff. I'm glad. This man was so
You're so welcome, Jerry. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and for sharing your story with us. It's been a real pleasure talking to you. May God bless you and your mother on the other side, and take care.